Yo, what's going on guys, it's Ethan Vitamin here today, and this is part 3 on what if Deku had a hacker quirk. I got all my blinds open, so it's brighter. Um, there's a bird just there. So if you hear bird noise, that's why. Where we last left off, Deku stopped the sludge villain from killing Bakugo, and it's a crow. That bird's a crow. There's two now. Yo, I think Itachi is on us. Anyway. Deku stopped the sludge villain from killing Bakugo, and he gave All Might an ultimatum: take the villain or take him. So All Might took, the sludge villain off the prison, and Deku runs off. So he goes back to like his abandoned thing. Like he went to a abandoned part of a city. So the place that he's staying at kind of looks like. If any of you have watched Arrow, season 1, when Oliver Queen first gets back and does all of his setup, that's kind of what his base looks like. So there's a bit of tech, a couple of computers, shelves for his weapons, all of that stuff. And Deku is like a master of all weaponry, so handguns, rifles, shotguns, snipers, all of that. So, and that's the reason why I'm saying that now is because they'll come into play later. So now, oh yeah, and the lights in his base is like he's got black lights everywhere, so it's like a purpley black, so kind of fits with Deku's facade. And on his like computers and that, he's got like police comms, so he can hear where the villains are, traffics, all of that. So the 10 months have started. So Deku actually trains his quirk a lot more, just so he can be more of a vigilante, so he can help the poor. And I got the Fiji water, but it's just tap water, so don't mind it. So instead of Bakugo getting all one for all, he's going to give it to Mirio, because All Might was going to give it to Mirio before he met Deku. If All Might didn't meet Deku, he was going to give it to Mirio. So he's off to UA to give Mirio one for all. And Night Eye is not that like being bitchy about how he gave it to Midoriya. I'm just gonna fix this over there. So instead of just Night Eye whining about you didn't give it to Mirio, he's going to actually not be a suck up and a fag anymore. So when this is like 5 months into the 10 months, Deku is overpowered. Like instead of just doing suggestions in the minds of people he tries to control, he can like almost control them fully. So because he hacks into the brain network and changes things. Imagine if we got one for all. Jesus, he would be severely overpowered. So Deku's like a beast now. He got a upgrade change, so his outfit kind of looks like the Arkham Knight. I've got an idea. Yeah, so his outfit looks like the Arkham Knight. If you played Batman Arkham Knight. So Deku looks like a monster, fam. Actually, no, forget it. He does not look like the Arkham Knight. He's just got like a better trench coat, like a better mask and a bit of like a little gauntlet that has like tech in it. So everything can help him. So it can help him with a lot of his things. So he can track anything with it, and he's got like little tiny little shurikens that have GPSs on them, so he can flick them into like someone's clothing or a car to track where they're going. And now it's the 10 months and everyone starts going to UA. Deku does not at this point, so sorry if I'm rushing this because I'm actually going to try to upload another video, part 4 after this one later on today, and that would be like the most details. And I'll try to get that to like 20 minutes maybe. So we'll see. So everyone goes to UA. Bakugo is just a dick. I hate Bakugo, but I like his character. But it's a love-hate relationship I have with Bakugo. So same as canon, Deku does not. But it goes the same as canon, but Deku does not go. So I think someone would have saved Uraraka, or she just saves herself because Deku isn't there. So everyone goes into UA and gets in. Fucking what's his name? Aizawa comes in and tells everyone to get on their gym clothes and go outside to do the quirk assessment test. Everyone does that, and no one actually is like interesting to Aizawa, so he expels what's his name, Mineta. Okay, I got a question for all of you. How the fuck did Invisible Girl get in? Like, how did she destroy the robots and get enough points to get into the Hero Course 1A? Her only quirk is invisibility. What the fuck? That's over now, so it's the heroes versus villains test. Deku now is just doing some jobs. Pawning off some of his stolen goods and getting money for it so he can give back to the public. So it's the heroes versus villains, and the people that won, and the people that lost. And this is okay. It's during lunch or whatever, and the press do get in, but it's not the way that you all think. Everyone, they're actually trying to get in, and they're actually no, the press don't get in, but they leave. Well, actually, no, they actually try to get in because it's gonna make a little bit of sense. So they trip the alarm, and everyone starts shitting themselves, and they're like, "Don't worry, it's just the press." But who actually tripped it was Deku, because he hacked it. He got in and hacked his way through. Like, he only hacked enough just to get himself in, and they were like, "Okay, he got in that way. Let's try the same way," and it went off. So everyone's like, "It's just the press." And the press doesn't, like, they don't know who it was that actually got in, because he looked like a student, because he's not in his outfit. And Deku actually gets to the USJ. Yeah, this is like a couple days before the actual USJ incident, so he's actually there, like, making a plan, so he hides some rifles there, like a couple, like up on the mountain range. He hides a very powerful sniper rifle there. So like Barrett 50 cal type powerful. So, and he's got like extra rounds that he, or like extra mags that he hides around the place, and stays the night at the USJ. And then and Aizawa's like, okay, get your hero suits on, we're going to the USJ. And now the USJ incident is going to happen. But there's one extra sneaky person there to help Aizawa. And I had a big breakfast, so it's just coming. And Aizawa was like, so the portal opens, and Kirishima was like, hey, Aizawa, what's that? And he was like, and he turns around, and the lights just start, and that woke Deku up. So I was like, and he hears all the commotion. Is like, okay, when it's time for me to come in, I'll come in. And he like sits his right like sniper down, he scopes in and just starts scanning the entire area. And he sees the villains start coming out of the portal, and he sees Shigaraki, and with his scope, it's like he can see people's identities and what they do, kind of like what happens in Watch Dogs when you open your phone at someone. So Deku looks through the scope and sees him as like, he actually tried to fucking do it. Fucking villains. And yes, Deku is going to swear in this because I like to swear, so I'm going to swear. um, so same thing happens in Cannons. Aizawa jumps down and starts fighting, and Deku has lethal bullets and the concussive bullets. So Aizawa looks like he's about to get overrun by the villains, and all they hear is a bang, and they see like a villain got shot here and like a boom and flew all the way back, and everyone's like, what? And then reload and bang bang bang, and everyone's like, who is that? And he runs out, and the Nomu shows up, and Deku is just like, okay, this is gonna be a little bit pissy. So he loads his lethal bullets in, and the Nomu goes up to Aizawa, and Deku just starts. He unloads the mag into the Nomu. And it just heals. So, and then Deku has like a couple drones there. So he jumps off the top of the mountain, and everyone's like, what? Who is this? And he jumps and grabs like the drone and flies down with his, and he like kind of glides down, lands and starts whooping villains' asses. And they're like, who is this? And Aizawa doesn't really know who it is because he hasn't seen him yet. And Shigaraki goes, it's the damn ghost. And Aizawa's like, what? Was he the one who broke in? And he said that in his mind, but Deku already hacked into his mind. So it's just like, yeah, it was me. And they go back to back, and he's like, why are you here? And the ghost was just like, and he's got a voice changer on, so he doesn't know who it is. And he was like, well, because I was offered a job by that guy to come here with him and kill All Might. And he was like, why didn't you take the job? He's like, you know my ammo. I don't kill. And he's like, you're right. And Deku was just like, I know you're gonna hate this, Eraserhead, but we need to work together. And he's like, I know. So they start working together. The Nomu's just like, Shigaraki. So the Nomu's back, and he's just like standing. And Shigaraki's like, Nomu, attack that ghost. And attack Eraserhead. And everyone's watching this, and by this time Ida's already zoomed off. So Ida's just like, "Oi, I'm gonna go and get some heroes, mate." So now it's Nomu versus the Ghost. And this is where I'm going to leave the video off. I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. So next, I'm going to upload later tonight when it's night. So you probably get a part 4 by tonight. So if you like the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think of the video. Comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Stay golden.